I'm Matt Leota, and I'm a farmer. I tell you, I never imagined actually showing up to a presentation in front of my tag peers announcing myself as a farmer, but here I am nevertheless. And the way I got involved in this was really looking for a new technology opportunity. There's a lot of problems out in the world, and technology is often a solution to those problems. The problems that I was interested in finding were ones that had very large, mature markets where disruptive technology could really provide an advantage against the incumbents. And the large market that I found was food. Food is absolutely an enormous market, as is agriculture. And we saw this as an opportunity to really throw out the model that was used by traditional agriculture and come up with something completely different. So you may not realize this. I certainly didn't until I got into the business. But where our food comes from, the technology used hasn't fundamentally changed since World War II. Sure, they've improved yield, they've added GPSs to tractors and come up with GMO seed and everything else, but it hasn't really fundamentally changed. But it needs to, because right now, where we get our food is from arable land. And 80% of all arable land in the world is in use today, and that's not improving. We're not finding new land, we're actually destroying land. And that may be an environmental problem, but it's really going to be more of a problem for us from a cost standpoint really soon. Because in the next 20, 30 years, we have to actually double the amount of agriculture output worldwide just to feed our population. And we've never done that before. So we really need a technology solution to this problem. So that's what we've done. We've focused on exactly that, solving the technology. What technology did we create? Well, we threw out the sun, we threw out the soil, and we took shipping containers and we turned them into a high-tech growing environment for fresh produce. What that does is allow us to grow produce right at the point of consumption as opposed to shipping it all over the world. And we do so with an amazing yield compared to what you see from traditional agriculture. In the field in California, they grow about 9.5 tons of lettuce annually. We grow 1,300 tons annually per acre with our technology. So this has really changed quite a bit. How do we do that? We use computer software and algorithms to carefully manage the environment, and we do so allowing us to grow the plants faster and more densely than you could ever do in the field. So there's a lot more to talk about with the business. Happy to meet you at our booth, and please come by and sample our salad. I think you'll find that fresh, local produce that's grown in this manner actually tastes great and is better for you. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jeff Spence, and I am the president of Innovolt, which is an Atlanta-based power protection technology company, and the owner of a suite of technologies that are most disruptive technologies in power protection in potentially decades. If there's only one thing that you guys leave here today with, it's to know that the power grid is stealing your money, plain and simple. Power grid outside, inside your businesses, this is what's happening. The reality is, as electronics have increased in complexity and density and sensitivity to power, the grid hasn't been able to keep track with that. So the course of the last 100 years, this chasm between what electronics need to operate functionally and what the grid can meaningfully provide has actually increased. And that's been a big issue. Now, I guess apparently it's been a very big problem. $250 billion is what EPRI says we lose in assets every year to one particular really unheard of source of disturbance on the grid. And we're trying to protect all this with technology that's on average 40 years old. Another issue we have is a common misconception is that your major cause of issues on the grid come from voltage spikes and surges. The reality is actually quite different. Less than 0.5% of all these damaging disturbances come from voltage spikes and surges. The rest come from other issues. So we have an issue here. The challenge is, how do we solve that? Enter Innovolt, Georgia-based company, out of Georgia Tech, Atlanta-based headquarters, global sales presence, and what we provide is a suite of technologies in module form and chipset form that profile power that comes in. We actually compare those to known damaging disturbances, and then we look at how we eliminate those in the back end with our patented technology. So in the chipset form, it's widely cost effective, it's embeddable in all electronics instead of being an outside device, and it's actually scalable to all industries. But the biggest issue is, does it actually work? Well, the punchline to this whole thing is that, yeah, it works great. Actually, it works fantastic. 93% reduction in power-related failures over tens of thousands of units that have been deployed through North America, and upwards of a 7 times reduction in service calls and cost. Those are meaningful economic numbers here for us to look at and expand upon. Most importantly for us, though, are the other results. Lab tested, we can prove this in any setting. And number 2 is we've got a growing list of customers that hopefully continue to love us and we're going to continue to serve. Now, our market results have been great. We've grown roughly 900% in revenue and units sold over the course of fiscal 2011, and we are on target to do the same for fiscal 2012. It's an enormous addressable market for us, and all this is happening on the backs of great Georgia Tech technology that's scalable to any industry and any geography. I appreciate your time. You guys have a good day.
Hi, I'm Don Millard. I'm CEO of RedBag Solutions. Our company was founded in 1989. Our business is to take biohazardous waste, like this Sharps container and its contents, and through our patented technology, transform that into the confetti-like sterile material that you see on each of the slides. The company established a worldwide customer base and sales network with our steam-based technology. Then in 2005, an Atlanta-based group of investors acquired the company. We relocated the corporate offices to Atlanta, and we continued to invest in the technology and improve the reliability of the equipment. That led to recognition. The Veterans Administration Hospital Group, this is the VA hospitals, 150 hospitals around the country, and Sanofi, which is a international or multinational pharmaceutical company that just recently acquired Genzyme, both recognized our technology as the best practice for biohazardous waste management within their organizations. Additionally, Becton Dickinson, who is the second largest producer in the world of Sharps containers and I believe the #1 producer for syringes, needles, etc. in the world, recognizes our technology as the only technology that adequately processes used Sharps containers into that confetti-like material to then be recycled to produce new Sharps containers. This past year, we developed and patented a new technology which replaces steam and uses ozone for sterilization. This exciting technology is 20% less costly than the other alternatives. So it gives us not only a good environmental approach, but now we substantially reduce our cost. So who are our target markets? Our target markets are anyone that produces biohazardous waste. These are hospitals and other healthcare facilities, pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies, diagnostic labs, and research facilities. Dealing with biohazardous waste is a worldwide problem, but let's just bring it to home. Here in Georgia, we produce 30 million pounds of biohazardous waste a year. And right now, the majority of that waste is disposed of using technology that is arguably ineffective and poses risk to the community and the environment. There are no guarantees that the waste that you see going into that landfill are sterilized. That creates a risk of environmental contamination and long-term liability to the generators of that waste. As you can see in the picture, clearly recognizable medical waste is being placed in the landfill. And the most disturbing thing to me is if you'll notice as the tractor is rolling over and busting up the bags, that there's dust in the material. There's no control in terms of what that is. You don't have to have that type of situation. By using our technology, we can take this material and create a confetti-like material that can be sterilized and used for recycling. So is my time up? Clock's not working. Well, sorry I didn't get to explain to you how we actually do that. We've got a billboard outside, and we'd love to talk with you further if you're interested. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kyle Porter. I'm the founder of SalesLoft. All right. There we go. One more. There we go. So we're doing things with big data to change the way that companies sell. And we plan to be the next big disruption in sales technology since Salesforce.com. We're real excited to be here and want to show you how. So last year, companies spent over $18 billion on CRM technologies, but they're still coming up with mixed results. We hear daily from sales reps that are complaining about the limited nature of the information in their CRM. It's name, phone number, address, contact information, manually entered stuff about opportunities, but it's not dynamic, and the minute that that info goes in, it starts to decay. So sales reps depend on new data that's changing rapidly, but to manually research this stuff on their own is a nightmare. So we've solved this problem with the SalesLoft engine. What we do is we connect with a CRM system, and we immediately capture and identify the companies and the people that you care about, as well as the companies you've sold to before in the past. We create a profile for those organizations, and then we go out on the web and scan information for up to 10 million websites every single day. We're capturing stuff such as news, events, blog posts, any type of social feeds, companies that have spent money in advertising, what technologies they use. We gather all this data up and then deliver it back to our sales reps and our clients so that they can do three things. One, create lists of new leads based on data analytics. Two, rank their prospects based on their likeliness to buy. And three, deliver a daily digest to each sales rep with all the important information that's occurring with the people that they care about. So now a sales rep can connect with the right person at the right time with the right message. This data allows them to speed up their time to revenue and to close more opportunities. So I want to tell you a little bit about our milestones. We've created this complicated technology utilizing big data innovations such as Hadoop, MapReduce, and Apache Pig, and we've made them look easy. We deliver this back to a sales rep so that he can use it in an actionable way to speed up his time to revenue on these opportunities. Since we started the company, we launched our product in less than 60 days from start. We charged our first credit card in under 100 days and have added new customers ever since. We were ranked the #1 customer choice app in Salesforce.com's App Exchange for the month of January and are building a real strong relationship with them. We've got on board our team an investor and chairman of the board, a gentleman named David Cummings, who many of you know. And we're taking this product to market with happy customers even as we speak. So today we've got a product that all of you can check out. It's free to use. You can find it at jobchangealerts.com, and it'll just give you a little taste of sales intelligence. But we're honored to be here. Our organization was built up and bred by the community, Atlanta, and TAG, and we're honored to represent you on a global stage. Thank you.
I guess, are there slides? Oh, there we go. Hey, my name is Vijay Balasubramanian. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Pindrop Security. We're a startup that won the business launch competition for 2011, and we're taking this opportunity to tell you what's happened since then. So just to recap, Pindrop Security is a technology that stops phone fraud, and the problem that we're going after is the fact that your phone number is extremely easily spoofed. And this is a problem that's facing a lot of enterprises, including financial institutions, where people claiming to be customers are calling in and ordering for new credit cards, doing wire transfers and taking over the complete account. And so what we've done is we've built a breakthrough phone verification solution which is based off my PhD research out at Georgia Tech, which showed that every single phone call has a unique fingerprint embedded within the audio of the call. This fingerprint consists of over 167 features, and what it helps us do is analyze many things about the calls. So think of it as if you're logging with your online computer, and there are systems that look at your browser settings and your IP address and tell you that it's really your computer that's logging into the enterprise. What we do is exactly the same on the phone channel. What we're able to provide is just by listening to the audio, we're able to identify whether the person's calling over a VoIP phone, like a Skype phone, Google Voice, or a landline or a cell phone. In addition, we've been able to identify what geography the caller is coming from. So right now, just by listening to the audio, we can say, this call is coming from Nigeria as opposed to coming from the East Coast of the US. Also, we have developed whitelists for our customers and blacklists. So over the last 6 months, what we've been doing is we've been collecting fingerprints of well-known fraudsters all over the world. And what we have is the world's largest database of phone fraudsters, and we're monitoring close to 300,000 phone numbers and 40,000 fingerprints therein. So the market is pretty significant. In addition to financial institutions that we talked about, we also have law enforcement officials, for example, 911 services that use caller ID to send emergency dispatches. Since we've launched, we have 2 products, the Fraud Intelligence Service, for which we already have a top 5 bank as a customer, and the Call Analyzer, where we have multiple pilots with half of the top 10 banks. We've also raised an investment round, which consists of the best investment firm in the US, Andreessen Horowitz, Sigma Partners, Georgia Research Alliance, and we have angel investors who are from every single security company which successfully exited from Atlanta, as well as the top executives from Google, Facebook, and PayPal. We're very thankful to the Technology Association of Georgia to launch us, and we've been doing swimmingly well since then. Thank you.